installed this earlier today and the NVIDIA driver went on and managed to crash, and I had to format my hard drive completely and start again, which was not fun, I'll tell you. Luckily I've got a decent broadband, so managed to re-download it in about 2.5 hours, which wasn't too bad. Now so today, I've never ever flown this sim before. I'm used to the Aerosoft A320 Professional on P3D or the PMD G737, so this is completely alien and new to me. Like most people interested in this game, I've spent the last week glued to YouTube. Now when I played this earlier, it was stuttering like mad. It was horrible. The frame rates were awful. I've got the limiter set to 30 at the minute and it's holding at 30 nicely. I've got a really strong, powerful system, and I'm just hoping we can tweak a few things and start to get a nice steady flight. But anyway, enough talking. Let's jump into the cockpit and let's have a look. Oh, this looks quite familiar actually. Right, weather is live. I don't know what happened then to bring the weather up. Okay, so no longer do I use my spacebar to move around. Well, my frame rate's dropped to 18 to 20 now. Down to 12. Really? Okay, that's interesting. That might be worth a look later. Right, so you don't use your spacebar. I'm holding my spacebar here trying to move my mouse, and I've got to remember that's not how we do it. So it's the right finger on the mouse. So really straightforward. We are batteries on, external power on, right, fuel pumps on. This is pretty straightforward. APU on. That's it really in terms of overhead panel and lights. Now, different to the Aerosoft, you've got to wait till the arrow goes up or down. If it's a two-way switch, we don't need that. Nav on one. We've started the APU. I'm really interested to know why the hell I'm only getting 20 frames per minute. Let's have a look at performance. CPU's at 35%, memory's at 11, GPU is only at 38%. Why am I only getting 20 frames? We've got an i7-9700. I've got the RTX 2070. Unless there's a bottleneck somewhere on the CPU, but it doesn't look that way. I think this is memory. I don't have enough memory. It's my guess, but we'll get to that. Right, so right-clicking the mouse to bring this down. Let's have a quick look at the FMC. So, see how familiar this is to the Aerosoft. Into a NIT. That's all pre-programmed. Routes all done. Cost index, but I'll just shove 30 there. Right, flight level is not going to be 39. We're only going to Exeter. It's going to be at least 230. Now, I don't know what our zero fuel centre of gravity is. You know, I'm not going to bother with that today. This is my first time doing it. I just want to see if we can take off. Right, let me just nip on to well, that's it actually. So flight plan, we're going to go out of 15 and we're going to go into arrival. What we got set, we'll go ILS 26. Is that, can never work out which buttons. That's localizer. That's ILS 26. There were no stars down at Exeter. Right, performance. We are going to be a flaps 1 and 127 V2. I'm just going to cut a few corners today. I just want to just get up in the air and see what happens. So, have we got any discontinuities in our flight plan? Let's have a look. No, and just to confirm, we are runway 15. Okay, cool. Right click the mouse. we're not flying on ATC. We're gonna climb straight to flight level 230. According to this, it's going to manage the speed. It's going to manage the LNAV. Now I know the RNAV isn't working effectively. I think we climb at like 7,000 or 8,000 feet per minute, but we'll give it a go. Can we set hectopascal? We can. That's a change, because all the videos I've seen leading to the launch you couldn't. So 1007. Okay. Right, I'm really disappointed with that frame rate. I can't, and you know, I've seen people on Facebook posting today with a lot lower settings than mine, and they are achieving a lot more. So I need to look into that. I just wonder, in terms of settings, right, we're asking it to limit it to 30. Let's ask it to limit it to 60, and VSync. Let's turn VSync off, actually, and let's save that. Let's see if that makes a difference. I don't know if it will. Well, frame rate's just shot up to 72. I don't know if that's just because we're not in game. Let's have a look. 40, 37, right, we're at 38, 40, 38, right, we're a lot more by turning VSync off, so let's just try. Let's see if that does any different, because that's better already. Okay, I think we're ready to push. Now if it's like FSX, I'm not going to go for the ATC menu. I'm just going to go Shift and P. Now it's the end key, I think, that goes outside. Right, have we? Yeah, we're going to get a push. I can see him now, and then we hit the end key to go back in. Right, okay. I keep using the bloody spacebar to move. It's frustrating. Okay, now it's a Neo, and it's engine 1 first, but actually it is capable. Oh god, I'm turning this the wrong way now. It is capable of a dual engine start, so in the interest of time, that's what we're going to do. Get off the spacebar. That's not how we move. Right, we're pushing back. I don't even think I've taken the parking brake off yet. It's better. Now we're pushing back. I can hear the moan of those beautiful Neo engines starting up. If anybody is watching this and you can give me some feedback on the mic, I've not checked the levels. I've just completely reinstalled Windows because of a crash of the NVIDIA driver earlier. So if my mic's too loud or too quiet, if you could give me some feedback as a comment, I'd appreciate that. Right, let's have a quick look outside. How are we doing? Right, can I turn? I can't turn, can I, on this? So I'm going to have to do a 180. And now my frame rate outdoors, now we turn VSync off, has jumped to 56. Right, Shift P. We've finished our pushback. Thank you, matey. Off you go. Right, so to enable the drone, so that's the insert key. So how does the drone move about? I've got to learn all this. Okay. Do you know what? I'm not interested for now. I want to get back in the cockpit. Right, so flaps 1. We need... Oh, get off the space bar. Honestly, whenever you guys transition over to this sim, it's going to do your head in. But you no longer use the space bar to move about. So we're going to go runway lights on. We're going to go taxi light on. Strobes are on auto anyway, so they shouldn't be flashing yet. That's all you can do on the top bit. Engine mode to normal. Right, so we're just going to taxi on down to runway 15, Alpha 1 holding point. Now, are the brakes? Yeah, the brakes are set. Okay, so let me just try and move my view a little bit. Right. This is going to be probably the biggest mess going. I don't even know if I'm going to take off every video I've seen of people flying this aeroplane. It seems to shoot up like a rocket at about 400 knots at about 100,000 feet per minute. And so we'll see. I can't believe the difference it's made by taking VSync off. Right. The taxiways look very much the same as they should do for Birmingham Airport. Very familiar. We have another little aircraft taxiing in front of us. Now earlier, before it crashed, I did have a go at Birmingham and there was a Jet 2 plane taking off. It was actually, they haven't mapped this correctly yet, because the Jet 2 plane that was taking off was actually a Cessna 152. Now where's he going? Do I have to run him over? Get out my way. Don't stop there. Don't stop there. Can you flash your lights and tell him to move? Do you know what? I ain't got time tonight. I'm on a short window of being told off by the missus for being on this all day resetting it. She's already said, you're not on that bloody thing again, are you? So I want one flight, and then I'll turn it off until she goes to bed. And then on my comments from my other video, I asked for requests for where you want me to fly. So if we are successful with this flight, then I'm going to have a look at the comments. I think a good friend of mine, Lewis, wanted me to do Bilbao to Birmingham, so that's what I think I will do tonight. And again, hopefully you guys can hear the microphone okay. Would have normally done a test stream, however I was just in a bit of a rush, so I've just reinstalled Windows, reinstalled all the software, and I've literally just thrown this on and hit record and hit stream. So here we go. Looking at the window here, those clouds are spot on. They are absolutely spot on. So when they say it's live weather, I concur. So let's have a look outside. Oh, look at that, we're bang on the yellow line as well. I've heard there's going to be an update later on tonight with some liveries. Whether it's just hearsay or not, I don't know. But I'll let you guys know if that happens. I might just cut in at Echo 1 here, or Alpha 2, sorry, not Alpha 1. And do a bit of a shorter takeoff, because I am so short of time. And at some point in this stream, my missus is going to burst in going, you on that bloody thing again, get off. So I need to speed up a bit. I'm so chuffed that I've sorted the frame rates out. It was VSync causing the problems. So I just wonder, at the minute, I'm just going to stop here for a second. I wonder if I can push, because this is a high-end system, I'm just wondering if I can push my settings to ultra and still keep the frame rates reasonable. It's no harm to have a look, is it? We'll have a look. Right, so frame rate still at 25, 20, oh, we dropped to 26, yep, they're 30, they're the same. We haven't started moving yet though, have we? Right, so while we're here, you can't go TARA, but you can go ATC on, which if you were running VPilot, would switch you to mode Charlie, which is what I've learnt so far. We are hitting the spacebar to move again. We're going to turn our taxi lights onto the nose lights. We're going to put our takeoff lights on. Strobe lights on. Actually, it is easy with just using the mouse and the right button once you get used to it. So we'll line up on runway 15. As I say, I'm going to rush this. I'm more than likely going to cock it up. We're probably going to end up like the shuttle, going straight up. I've never done this before in this sim. not used this aircraft before, so it is what it is. Should I be streaming for my first go? Yeah, why not? It's good fun. I'm more interested in... so this is runway 15. Oh, we're going to go south. I wanted to see if we could see Villa Park, but you're going to have to see Birmingham City Football Ground instead. Wah! Blue noses and all that. Right, so for anybody outside of the UK, Aston Villa and Birmingham City, big rivals. I'm an Aston Villa fan. So let's just line up. Hopefully I'm not going to need that much runway. Right, we're on ultra settings, so this is the best settings this sim has. We're getting 27 to 30 on the frame rate at the minute, but we haven't really started moving yet. Are we lined up? Do you know what? SRS, runway and nav, and let's do this. Let's go. This is going to be so funny. We're going to crash. So speeds live 80. Oh look, bumpy runway, 100 knots, 120 V1. Rotate. Oh, don't pull back. Hold it in position. That's not too bad. Oh God, look at the speed. Rocket, gear up. Flaps down and climb thrust. Hopefully I've just put it in climb thrust. I hope we just don't suddenly start descending massively and hit the ground. We do have a minus on our... actually, are we on a speed restriction here? This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're actually on VNAV. There is no speed restriction out of Birmingham at 180, I'm quite sure. Let's have a look at constraints. Mind you, we have got something in red here. Let's just have a quick look. That's 250 because you're under 10,000, that's fine. Right, let's get outside the plane. Let's have a quick look at the graphics, because this is why we bought this. So, we should be... trying to move the mouse the other way and it doesn't want to go. Wow. Alrighty. And we're getting 48 frames per minute, 47. That is something else. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That looks like Coventry Airport we're just going over, as a guess. Let's jump back in the cockpit a minute. So we're following our LNAV profile. Oh, we better go standard set. We're 8,000. This is not as bad as I've seen on the YouTube, unless the YouTubers don't fly sims and they don't know what they're doing. I expected this to be awful, but that didn't overspeed once. Right, 10,000 feet. We will go. Got to work out how to get the lights off. Right, now let's have a play with the cameras. Showcase. I don't really know what I'm doing with these guys. Camera 1. It's nice. Camera 2. What's all that about? At the end of the wing bouncing. Oh, it's because we've got a bit of flex in the wing. Camera 3. That is beautiful. Look at that. And we're up to 67 frames now on on ultra settings. Yeehaw. 4, oh I like that. When we're on approach we've got to go to that. Wing view. Have we got an internal view? I'm loving the wing flex. Tail. That doesn't. Number 10. 11. Oh, there we go, internal. They need to clean the windows. And 12. That's beautiful. That is absolutely stunning. Look at them clouds. Right. Just while that's running, I just want to quickly install. If I can, I'll get to drag this out of the way. Just want to quickly install. Properties, location, change that to OneDrive, downloads, select folder, okay, I'm just going to go to downloads and I'm going to install little, if I've got it, the little nav map. Right, okay, so P3, OneDrive. Sorry guys, I'm on another screen just trying to install some software. Add-on apps. Little nav map. My little one's on his way, I think. Hello. Your mum's gone to the gym, luckily, so Daddy gets to play this for a bit. She'll be back in about 20 minutes. Are you?
I'm Captain America, she's a bad guy.
Captain America?
Yeah,
I'm Captain Daddy, look, and I'm flying an aeroplane.
and I'm a superhero.
Alright, well you go and play.
I'm going to be a superhero when I'm older.
Aye, you already are a superhero, mate. You're my superhero.
No, like, superhero for the world, to save the world.
Okay. Right. This, I've tried.
There's going to be loads of robberies, isn't there?
Yeah. Tried this, it worked earlier. So this time it can't find it. Where are we? I'd got P3D installed as well. Oh right, so it's SUP is what I need to install, not to worry. FS downloads, I've got that somewhere. I think it's Sim Connect it uses, the apps. Right, so right, sorry guys, I'm doing two things at once. Sim Connect. Don't know if it'll work. Let's just try that again. I'm just sorry guys, for anybody that's joined, I had a issue where Nvidia managed to screw me over on my system. No, that didn't work. Right, so what did work last time was I had to completely format my hard drive and start again. So we need to go to was that app called I had? Sim Toolkit Pro. I had something on here earlier which made some of the other apps talk to this, which I was quite impressed with. Just move this. Right, where are we? Right, got to remember not to use. Right, we are on our way to Lamat. Right, so the only thing I find with this is I'm struggling with is we don't get a top of descent. So I presume we're going to need to start descending at some point. I'm not even going to calculate it. So how many miles have we got to go? And I'll base it on that. I think. Let's have a look. Have we got a progress button on here? Progress? No. Do we know how many miles till we get to Exeter? No. On the flight plan. Right, distance to go 167, really? Arrive at 17, so arriving in 5 minutes according to that. Okay, let's just start our descent down to... Right, descend in manage mode. Are we just going to drop now? Right, we've got descent registered on there, on the FMA. So what's going to be our descent rate? This is what I'm interested in. Are we just gonna dive bomb the floor? So currently we are descending at 5,000 feet per minute. I'm just going to let this do this. So we're pulling back a bit now. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2. Okay, that's not actually too bad. Right, so documents, Sim Toolkit Pro has got to be deleted for it to work. Downloads. Let's go again. Right. Let's go outside. Apparently you can plug an Xbox controller in this and it makes it a lot easier to maneuver. I've got to admit, I'm finding it really hard to move the mouse around with this. That is stunning. Sure, that is beautiful. So, for anybody that is watching that hasn't bought this yet, if you'd like me to fly to a... Hey, that's working. If you'd like me to fly to an airport or do a route for you, I'm not into 8-9 hour routes, but if it's an hour, 2 hours, feel free to leave it in the comments. All I ask is you like and subscribe, please. New version downloaded. Click here to restart. Okay. Sim Toolkit Pro. Right. Now, does that mean the little nav map will now work? If this doesn't work, then that's fine, because I'll just find a solution after. No, there's got to be something. I had P3D installed earlier, and for some reason I could see myself when I was playing this. Look at them clouds. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is beautiful. don't know if this is streaming as good as what I can see, but jeepers creepers, that is beautiful. Right, let's stop looking at the eye candy and let's start flying. Let's go back. So where are we? We are... Do these lights work under here as well? Don't know which way to put them on. Ah, so that is the brightness and that should be the floodlighting. Cool. Now from my Aerosoft days down here we should have 2 more, which we do. Okay, so we're in the clouds. Where are we now? So I think it was 167 miles altogether. It doesn't tell you how many miles you've got to go. Well, I can't find it anyway. That's why I like my little map. So can I get a map on here? Oh, I can. Wooton! Where are we, guys? All right, so we're going to come down. We're going to go as Cardiff Bay. Let's have a look at our approach. We're going to go over the airport and back round and then pick up the ILS. Okay. Works for me. So, we didn't put the flight director on and we need to put our constraints and our landing system on. With quite nicely where the VNAV profile must be working, even though the YouTube content providers were saying it wasn't, because it's brought us in nicely. It's slowed us down for 250, and then and it's not throwing us down. But one thing I do think is we are going to stay at 8,000 because we're going to be far too low. So where are we? We are just all these planes as well. These are live traffic. So I've descended far too early. That's what you get for not planning properly and being in a rush for the missus coming back from the gym to tell you off. Right. Okay. So connect sim. This will be interesting. Which sim are you using? Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm looking at Sim Toolkit Pro. I've just selected Microsoft Flight Simulator. So let's have a look. Tools and data, and then I'm just in, where did you go on here and find some information about your flight? Where is it? My schedule, landing reports, tools and data. No, it's not it. Settings. MS. I wonder if that's it. I don't even know where it installs it. See, do you know what? I can't be bothered. Did I just say it's connected? Right, okay. Awaiting data, it says. I don't know why I'm messing with this. I'll have a look after. I will get that working, because apparently that does work. So where are we? Are we actually moving? I've got a feeling we froze. Oh, we haven't. But actually I did stop the descent and we're still descending. Why are we still descending? Interesting. We'll end up on the floor in a minute. Right, where's our vertical speed? I've managed to level the aircraft off. Right, are we really still over Cardiff? In which case we have descended massively early, but never mind, this is a test flight. So, let's have a look. Yeah, we are very low. I found a button. Right, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to ascend. To 4,000. Because we are way too low. That looks beautiful over the water. So that would be, that's going to be the Severn Estuary. Where's the Severn Bridge, I would have thought. Is it? No, it's not, is it? Because where's V? VFR map. No, there's the Severn Estuary. So that's just that's going to be Nailsea, isn't it? In Somerset or Avon. That is lovely. We'll just go back inside the cockpit and make sure that we're not... Oh, see, now we're at 6,000 feet. It's not reading the altitude that you set. How do you get it to... This is a little bit I'm confused with this. It might be something I'm doing wrong, but from my days of doing FS Labs and Aerosoft, whatever you put in the MCP, it would stick to. So we've got operational descent now, so we should descend to 4,000. That'd be ridiculous if you have to stop the descent yourself using vertical speed. That just wouldn't be practical. Anyway, back to eye candy for a minute. Wow, look at that. Gotta say, these default aircraft may be funky, but it don't half make up for it with the graphics. Look at those clouds. It really does make up for it. And I think the minute PMDG and FS Labs hit this sim with their study-wear aircraft, oh my god, game changer. Right, let's have a look what happens. We are approaching oh, we've just had the ILS on there. So runway, I was going to say runway 8 is runway 26. Okay. Right, looks like it's worked this time. We are going to stop at 4,000 feet. V. Okay. See if we can get it to do it again. I know I'm descending early. But what I'm trying to do here is to see if I can get... I'm learning the aircraft. So are we descending? Right, so normally on the payware, if we go in to perform... Do you know what we haven't done as well? We haven't put a destination. So 1018, 19 degrees. Oops. And it was 270 at 7. 6,000 transition, 250 MDA. Right, performance previous. Do we have an approach phase, or does it have its... Oh, it's already done it. Right, okay, cool. Right, we're at 3,000. Flaps 1. Right, this is going to be an interesting approach. I'm too low. There's the M5. Definitely tell that's the M5. That weather's just beautiful. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do here is we're going to vector ourselves. Okie doke. How do you do it? Right, 70 degrees. Right. Oop, I fell off the it's about 180. Right. Right. So we'll drop down to 2,000 feet, which is the ILS intercept. Let's make sure we're descending, which we are. We will turn a heading of 220, is it, I think, from memory. So if you move the mouse, I've noticed it throws you off. 210. Okay. Have a quick look outside. Beautiful. Right. Well, just while I'm waiting, I just want to change that camera. What was the view for the under the couch? There. Right, okay. So, right. Let's pop approach mode on. See what happens. Now I've noticed there's a bug on here because it doesn't tell you. It does not tell you when you're established on the localizer, but it does tell you when you glide scope. When you're on the glide scope. So there's a bug. I can see we're lining up nicely. Okay, we're going to go gear down. See, we've got our markers. Now, one of the biggest issues in beta and alpha was the ILS is not aligning up, so we'll see. Flaps 3. Did I put my landing lights on? No. We're clear to land, so we are at 2,000. We're flaps full. Now glide scope's coming in. We put the gear down far too early, and we're configured for landing far too early. I don't mind. This is my first ever time in this sim. It's going to take time to practice and get things right. So, we're just about to pick up the glide scope and close the map now. So, do we start descent? Yes, we do. There we go. We're established. Let's have a look outside. You in Wayne's sight? I can't see it. Let's have a look. There's why can't I move? Right, okay. Camera. Zoom. That is. Can't even see if we're lined up. It does look a little bit off. We shall find out in a minute. Just in time for the missus to come home. Okay, back to the cockpit. Okay, there's a bit of a crosswind as well, which doesn't help.
500.
No, there you go. Ah, there we go. Oh, we are lined up.
400. 300.
300. Here's the marker.
200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30,
Flare.
20. Retard. 5.
Hold it out. Hold it out. Butter. Oh, there we go. Right, just hope the brakes work. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first ever landing in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Now, in the interest of time, I'll probably just pull that up. Tommy, is your mummy back?
Not yet.
Okay, that's good timing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to exit and come off this, and then brownie points for not being on it when mummy gets back. How good is that?
Good.
That's good. Give me 5, young man. Give me 5. Right, thanks. If anybody watching, guys, I'm going to be back on later today, later tonight. I'm going to do Bilbao to Birmingham in an Airbus A320. Apart from that, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'd really like it if you subscribe. If you want me to do a route for you, can say you can see what it looks like. Leave it in the comments. I'd be happy to do that for you. Okay, have a good one. Cheers. Bye. Hello.
Accept it.
Yeah, we're going to work out how to turn the stream off now.